All right, let's take a look at a real quick review of translations. Okay, now remember, a translation is just when we are sliding points left and right, up and down on a graph. So this first question here says we've got some point located at 1, 3, and we want to find a prime after we translate that original point under the rule x plus 3, y minus 5. So remember, x plus 3 means I'm going to go right 3, and y minus 5 means I'm going to go down 5. Okay, so if we want to look at this in terms of a graph, right, I've plotted the point 1, 3 on Desmos. So if I want to go right 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would be at this point right here at 4, negative 2. So this would be my A prime after translating using that rule. Right, so the answer to this one would be -4, -2. All right, so now this next one is an actual question from the AIR test. It says a sequence of translations maps triangle GHI to G prime, H prime, I prime. And they give us all three vertices of our original triangle, the point for G, the point for H, and the point for I. And then they give us the new coordinates of G. Okay, now notice this says that we are just translating. Okay, we're translating. We're just sliding the points. So from that information, we want to find our new H and our new I. So again, I've plotted these points on Desmos. And here's G, H, and I. Those are our three original points. And then they say, well, here's the new G. Figure out where the new I and the new H are. To do that, I need to find how far I travel to get from G to G prime. So on the graph, I can just count. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the best way to go about this is to think about first writing the rule. So the rule to get from G to G prime was I went right 7, and I went down 5. So I want to do this same thing for each of these. Now, we could look at the graph and say I'm going to count right 7 and then count down 5. Or I can actually just add 7 to each x coordinate and subtract 5 from each y coordinate. So for H, if I add 7 to the x coordinate, 13 plus 7 will be 20. And then if I subtract 5 from the y coordinate, 2 minus 5 would be -3. Do the same thing for I, x plus 7. So if I was at -2, I would add -2 plus 7 and get 5. And 10 minus 5 would get me 5. Okay, and we could plot those points on Desmos to make sure that they make sense. Right? But the best way to do that is going to be to write the rule and then use the rule to find the new points. Okay. Now, this type of question also shows up on the AIR test where they give us a graph and then ask us to write the rule. So to do that, remember we're just picking out one pair of points. So I'll do R and R prime. And remember, we're starting at R and ending at R prime. So to get from R to R prime, I go right 1 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the rule, I would write this as I went right 1, so x plus 1, and then I went down 7, so y minus 7. All right, so there's 5 questions like this on Edulastic. I want you guys to try these, and remember they will be graded for accuracy.